All right, what's going on, everyone in YouTube land? Triple X, Here's Light Triple X coming at you here with another rant video, or rant audio, I guess, because I don't really have a proper webcam that wants to work on my computer, because my computer is fucking retarded. So, anyways, I'm basically going to be doing like this little short clip rant of my obsession with Resident Evil. I'm not going to go ahead and explain anything about the backstory, why it got me into it. I'm basically just going to give you a general outline of fucking how bad my obsession is with this franchise. Alright, so the games in general, I played every one of them, including the actual Gaiden one that was pretty hard to find. I managed to fucking get my hands on it when I was a kid. And yeah, it wasn't a phenomenal Resident Evil game, but I enjoyed it because it was different, and plus, you know, the Game Boy being limited to what it could do. Yeah, I didn't mind the experience. It was pretty neat seeing like Barry and Leon, together and fucking. And, a couple other, not really important key characters, but like, Chris and Barry being the main protagonists in that game and taking place on a ship. Kind of reminds me of like Revelations in a sense, but nowhere near as good. But anyways, yeah, so the first original 3 games I played fucking numerous times. I rented them out at the time fucking a billion fucking times each, including the actual director's cut of the first game that came out a year after the first game came out. And then Survivor came out. I really, really enjoyed that game a lot. I mean, everybody hates it, but I don't hate it at all, period. I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of the franchise. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun little game to play that just basically waiting for the next installment to come out. And then, Dreamcast comes around, fucking Code Veronica comes out. I was blown away at how good that game was. Being able to like dual wield weapons, the graphics look a lot better, having the whole entire reunite of Chris and Claire. The rival battle between fucking Wesker and Chris, and plus being able to finally get more info on like Alexia and fucking and Albert and all like pretty much basically the Ashford side of the family, because they play a key role in the actual storyline. So it's good to finally be able to see what's going on with them. So that was that was a big key moment for me for that game. And then, games like Dead Aim came out, fucking another game that got thrashed on a lot, but I really, really liked the way they was done. It was definitely a step up from Survivor. Then there was Survivor 2 Outbreak, or Survivor 2 Code Veronica. I never played that one yet because I don't think that game ever got released in North America, although if it did, I never ended up seeing it. At least at my video game store for rentals, or even for buy for that matter. And then Outbreak came out, fucking, I didn't have the online modem at the time, fucking for the PS2 when I had it. But my single player experience of it was, I really fucking enjoyed it, and I liked how it was more of like a prequel to Resident Evil 2 to show like how everything all started, and plus showing that that one African American cop dude there that was inside Raccoon City police department there when Leon finds him there. I forget what his name was though, but he also it's good to see like how he what his role was in the previous game, and plus seeing how he got bitten and shit, all that cool stuff. And then also on top of that, what else you got here? You got Outbreak File 2, which I never actually got around to playing because that game didn't really last long on the market because, the servers went down awfully quick. So I never really got a chance to play it because I didn't have my PS2 for that long. But if they did re-release both of them, I would buy them in a fucking heartbeat, man. What else is there? Okay, then Resident Evil 4, the Resident Evil remake came out on GameCube along with Resident Evil 0 remake, and wow. To this day, they still are considered to be one of the best looking games in the franchise itself. Like, even Resident Evil 5 doesn't look nowhere near as good as what Resident Evil fucking remake did and 0 did, man. Like, those games were fucking amazing! Okay, what else? Pretty much basically all the other games that came out, Resident Evil 4, phenomenal game. It took a whole new direction. A lot of people said that's what killed the franchise, but I don't look at it like that. I mean, I'm a gamer for change. I don't care fucking what the franchise gets turned into, as long as it still has like connections to the previous stories, which 4 does by a long shot. So that was definitely a plus, and 4 was an absolutely amazing game. And then the Umbrella Chronicles came out for the Wii, and I loved it. It was a rail shooter, but I mean, come on, rail shooters are fucking fun, dude. I'm used to popping quarters in that shit fucking back in the day when I was a kid, yo. Good stuff, man. And then of course, Dark Side Chronicles comes out, Resident Evil 5 came out. Both phenomenal games. Everybody hates 5 for the stupidest reasons. Oh, the AI is terrible. I've never had a problem with her. All that fucking shit. But in general, all the games I played fucking at least 20 plus times each. Like Resident Evil 4 got to the point where I played it so many times and beat it so many times that I have a hard time actually going through the game now just to beat it, because I beat it so many times that the game just but I still fucking love it. Resident Evil 5, I'm still aiming up there towards the 20% or 20 time playthrough run, but I'm almost halfway there now. I have about at least maybe about 15 or 16 times there, so I'm getting close to it. But yeah, every game I played fucking numerous times. I read every single file that every game has. I study the game from from the ground up, trying to figure out everything like that. And it just, to me, the series as a whole fucking blows me away on how good and how well the story is. It's really fucking deep. I like a lot of the characters' backgrounds, their histories and stuff, and it's just, oh man, it makes my dick fucking hard, man, every time I play a game that's Resident Evil related. And now we know with like games like Operation Raccoon City coming out, everybody's hating on and calling it a SOCOM mod. I don't give a fuck if the game looks like SOCOM. I don't care about that, man. The fact that it's related to Resident Evil, it looks like Resident Evil because the whole entire Raccoon City. You got the BOWs, you got the zombies in there. Plus, we're being introduced to like new characters and general wise. The game is gonna be fucking awesome. And fuck you for hating it too. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry, but it just pisses me off, man. Anyways, the Revelations comes out there fucking next Tuesday, which I fucking, oh my god, I can't fucking wait for that game. After playing the demo, I was playing I was literally touching myself while playing it. Fucking, and plus, you also got the fact too as well, like you got Resident Evil 6, it just got announced there a couple weeks ago, and that game looks absolutely fucking amazing. So, Resident Evil's gonna have a great year, fucking for sure, for 2012. But now, my obsession gets even more fucked up in the sense when it comes to the films. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. When the first movie came out, back in, I think it was either, 2000 or 2001 or 2002, I can't remember what year it came out. All I know is that I was fucking ecstatic, man. Like, I watched the trailer for the first film at least 150 times. At least. I lost count. But I'm going to guess around that time because I watched it so many fucking times every day. And when that movie finally got released, man, I went with a couple of my friends to go and see it, but I couldn't get in because I didn't have proper ID at the time. And this was back, when like rated R was still, like fucking the main thing, where now it's like 18A, doesn't matter how old you are, which is fucking retarded. So basically, so I couldn't get in the movie, so I bought a ticket to go see another film, but I snuck in to try to go and see it, but I got caught, so I got kicked out of the theater, which pissed me the fuck off. So yeah, so the fact that I couldn't get in to see it, I was fucking beyond fumingly pissed, man. Like I literally shut down and cried for like a fucking week because I couldn't get in to see it. Not literally a week, but pretty much basically the whole entire first couple of days. But a good friend of mine, fucking when movies became a big thing and like camera quality movies and shit on the internet and stuff, he was nice enough to download me a really, really nice quality version of the thing and record it to a VHS tape. And when he gave me that copy of that VHS, I went home and I pretty much I watched the first movie, the first fucking film, and I shit you not. I watched the first film, I watched it every day, 6 times every day, for a whole entire fucking 4.5 months, nonstop. I'm not fucking kidding either, man. I'm being dead fucking serious. I watched this movie so many fucking times. It was ridiculous, man. And then when the second one came out a couple years later, I was finally old enough to get in to finally see it. I had proper ID now because I had my health card and shit like that, my birth certificate with me now. So then I finally got in. When the movie came out, I actually went down to my local bookstore and I bought the novel for Resident Evil Apocalypse. And when I was waiting in the theater for the movie to start, I was reading part of it. And when the movie started, as soon as the movie was done, I went back up, bought another ticket for the next showing. Watched it again, went back up, bought another ticket to see the movie again. I must have seen this movie at least in theaters about fucking at least 15 or 18 times, give or take. It got to the point where it was bad, where I even went off took my money out of my own actual fucking savings that I was saving up for, or allowance, I guess if you want to look at it from that perspective. And I sat there and I bought the actual Resident Evil Deluxe Edition for the first film because it came with a free pass to see Apocalypse, and I used that. Went the same day, watched it. And I watched it again and again and again, over and over again for about 2.5, 3 weeks tops. And then I finally stopped. And then the DVD came out half a year later or some shit. And then Extinction comes out 2 years later, and I only saw it once in theaters because at the time, a lot of the theaters that were around me were closing down. And the two main ones that were closest to me, they were gone. Like, they didn't exist anymore. One turned into a fucking Shoppers Drug Mart, and the other one turned into a fucking Tim Hortons! But anyways, sorry about that. So basically, I only got to see Extinction once, but when I got home, I ended up finding a DVD screener for it, and I watched it about fucking at least a dozen times. And then Afterlife came out. Fucking, I didn't go to the theaters to see it because fucking I didn't have the money to afford to take a cab all the way up to fucking Waterloo and shit. It was way the fuck out. And I ended up watching it about fucking, I want to say, after I downloaded off the internet, I must have watched it about fucking at least 20 times or so, give or take. So the first film, fucking, like I said, the first film I watched numerous fucking times. The second one, I saw in theaters numerous times, and plus watched it on DVD. And the other ones too as well. I watched about a dozen times each. Every year I have to watch all fucking 4 Resident Evil films at least once or twice every year. It's more of like a tradition for me. Now with the 5th one coming out, Retribution, I'm ecstatic for it. I can't fucking wait for September to come out because when this movie hits, I'm definitely going to get off my ass to go and see it for sure. So pretty much basically, like I said, my obsession with the games and my obsession with the movies itself. In other words, I have no hate towards anything that's Resident Evil related because I liked everything that's come out so far for it. Does that actually include that I have blind love for the franchise? No. Because if that's blind love, then you're basically saying that my opinion doesn't matter and that my opinion is incorrect. Well, fuck you then. Because my opinion's not fucking wrong. It's my own fucking opinion. That's the reason why it's there, you jackasses. So fuck you all. Alright, well, I was maybe being a little too harshly, but seriously, fuck you all. But no, that's pretty much basically my little rant that I wanted to do to give you a little background of my obsession with Resident Evil. So now that you guys know about that crap, and yeah, it's really sad, and I will agree with you on that. But at the same time, I just wanted to give you a general outline of how much I fucking cherish this franchise. And no matter what direction that Capcom takes with this series, I will always be more than glad for changes because the series desperately needed coming out of the whole entire fucking PS1, PS2, and mid PS fucking or mid GameCube days. So it needed to change. So I mean, if people don't want to accept change, that's fine. To move on and find a different series. But if you're like, oh, Resident Evil 5 fucking sucks, blah 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 blah, oh, man, you can just go fuck yourself, man. For all I care. All right, anyways, that's my little rant. So peace the fuck out.